Hi everybody, just going to do a simple before and after water change video today. This is the 20-gallon tank I keep set up for my wife to enjoy. You will see right there is the German blue ram being harassed by a red-wag platy at the moment. But the German blue ram right there is more or less the feature fish within the tank. I know we can't really see it through all the crud on the glass right now, so the second half of this video will be much more enjoyable and we'll be able to see into the tank. So just to get a good look at what's going on in the tank before the water change, we're going to call this your before, and there's your after. So not a lot to talk about, just did a basic water change. I wiped the glass down. I removed a lot of the floating water sprite in there. You can see that's lace leaf water sprite. And there was a bunch of little plantlets, little offsprings, little offshoots growing off of it. So I separated all those out. I left the main body in there to give coverage from the light and a little bit of shade, a little bit of visual texture there in the tank. I always like that floating water sprite. I think it's got absolutely beautiful root structure. I like the roots as much as I like the rest of the plant. And so I left the main body in there. I took a bunch of the little plantlets out. Got them in my grow out buckets downstairs, so I do have water sprite available for sale. If anybody's interested, you can check out my email down below. I wiped the glass down, I changed the filter, I did a little bit of a gravel vacuum very superficially. I didn't scrunch it down into the gravel or anything. I just kind of got a bunch of the crud and stuff off. This tank doesn't have a whole lot of circulation around in it, and so the corners and little nooks and crannies down here tend to collect some stuff. So we got that vacked out. The GBR, you can see a little better now, but is still kind of laying low after all the action from the water change. But you can see it is still doing well and looks really good here in the tank. The other thing I did was the Java moss was growing all over everything in there, which Java moss tends to do. So I went in there and I removed it in a way that would almost appear to the casual observer that I was trying to get rid of it. And I was not. I was simply trying to pull it back to something more manageable. I know it looks a little scraggly and rough at the moment, but that will grow in very quickly and will once again be overwhelming the tank, and we'll have this thick mass of Java moss growing in there. That's just how Java moss rolls. So it'll come back. We'll have plenty of Java moss in there in no time at all. Meanwhile, the Anubias to the right and the Java fern in the center there towards the back are both still doing okay. They don't grow particularly fast. This isn't one of my really highly lighted tanks, and so it grows at a fairly modest pace in this tank. And that's about it. Again, just a simple basic water change. There's a little bit better look at my ram that I've got in this tank. Looking good. That looks like the picture for the thumbnail right there. So, not sure why I'm having such good luck with these GBRs that I've got. I've never really had good luck with them in the past. Every time I've bought expensive ones, I've never had good luck with them, but I currently have 3 of them, this being one of them. And they are all doing really well, and they were all the PetSmart versions. They weren't the expensive good fish store, my good local fish store versions that are $30 or $25 a piece. These are the $6.99 PetSmart specials, and yet I got 3 of them that are doing really well. So that still just sort of puzzles me. Again, every time I've ever bought the expensive ones, they've never seemed to do well, but I get some $6 PetSmart fish and they thrive. So there you go. Make what you want out of that. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one. Don't forget I do a live stream every Friday and Sunday night at 8 p.m. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell. And I will see you real soon on the next one.